Hello everyone, my name is jakepeter, and today you are in for a wonderful treat. That's right, we're into Chapter 5, and we're closing the gap that we had last episode. You're here, as expected. Nothing against you, but I've been hired to do a job. So now, you'll die. Oh man, that guy. He has been hired to do a job. He is not who we're actually going after. He is not the main dude that this Veronica chick is going after, so we'll find out who that is in a little bit. But for now, we are just going to still wait in a little bit of mystery. I know I said that you were going to be fine, but that is, yeah, we're just going to have to wait a moment before we can actually figure out who they were going for. So that's going to happen. That will be something that needs to be waited upon, though, so hopefully that's no worry there. Shouldn't take too long. We are still fairly leveled for what we're doing here. And look at, we're just getting all of that stuff from Effie up there. It's awesome. She's doing work, pushing everyone to their limits. To the limits. It's great. It's just wonderful life for us. And she only deals 9 damage with with all that, so it's kind of crazy. It just lets us set up for death too, and we deal 12, even being at the disadvantage. It's just weird sometimes seeing all of this all go through. So there's no worry really what's going on. Of course, we're gonna give Azama his healing time. When is he ever going to get to do anything again like that? This fight, probably never, because we're honestly going to just take this down. Yeah, there was 2 ranged people there, so there was not much we can do in terms of fighting in that exact turn, so we just had to wait a little bit longer and attack him in the next turn, and hope that we actually kill him, and we do. Just by a little bit. Just by a little bit. That was like 15 extra damage there. Could you imagine? Just all of that? The dragons. Imagine dragons. You're strong, alright. It's a close call. Which of you is stronger? You or him? Heh, this is going to get interesting. I'm sure I'll see you again. Oh boy. Do I want to see him again? A captive princess. Who might the captive princess be? No, it's not me. That's for sure. That'd be weird if I was the captive princess. I would probably cry myself to sleep if I were the captive princess. Just life is too short for these sort of things. I think I decided to move Effie first and then move Arthur all the way across. Yeah, there we go. That is how you deal. Because it's not like Effie's going to get around anytime soon. That'd be several turns of trying to go a long way when Arthur can move twice as fast. Especially with that little boost from Effie. See, she comes in quite the handiness. Because we could have Roy shove one. But what does that have to do anything? Might as well just smite our friends forward. I know it kind of sounds bad, but no worries. Yeah, I felt that it was better to heal myself in this circumstance, because I had no idea how much that other enemy was about to deal to me. Yeah, 12 damage is a lot, and then if we get hit by a ranged attack, we're also going to be in a little bit of trouble, and we need to hope we have enough to deal with it. But she actually ends up healing the knight back to full, which sucks. And then Roy would have died if we didn't heal him, so that is why we do stuff like this. And he just needs to attack, you know. And it really bothered me that she was down to 1 HP because she could heal again. And it wasn't going to go well. It just wasn't going to go well. And the imbue here really, really helps with our case. Hey, look, it's a level up. He's level 20. We can actually go in and make him go back down to level 1 and start over, but have 4 stars instead of 3 stars, which isn't what I necessarily feel like doing at this exact moment in time, so we're just going to leave him there for now. If we feel like after a couple chapters we probably should have, we could do that, or we could even go into the arena. But for now, we're just going to keep him leveled up. We definitely feel like brisking through this chapter and other chapters at a relatively fast speed and with relative niceness. So yeah, he actually doesn't deal damage to her, which upset me that I didn't even bother to check. I just assumed he would deal 1 damage, and he didn't. So, yeah, just goes to show, assuming is a bad thing. Never assume anything. And then he goes up and attacks Arthur anyway. So I was like, okay. Thanks, bro. That's what I really needed you to do for me. I was genuinely happy about the circumstance right there. And of course, he attacks him so that he can go down to at least 1 HP, or 2 or whatever, because Arthur would have been able to take him down in 1 hit. We didn't want Arthur taking extra damage if he didn't need to. Just not necessary. It's okay for us to die, but we don't want that happening. I didn't know if he was going to either attack me as Arthur or me as Azama. It was going to be one or the other. I just didn't want him to kill Arthur. But I didn't really think about it, because he probably would have just killed him anyway. So, there's that. I want to know where you all are in your game right now, though. What chapter are you on? Are you as far as they've let out levels? Because I know for a while it wasn't there, but there are many things that could have happened. But there's no way out now, everyone. We gotta keep on going. And for all intents and purposes of me filming this all in one go, I filmed several episodes in a row, if you haven't noticed the declining stamina over the last several things. So I decided to just go ahead and use it, because I wanted to do this without having to wait. I'm impatient. And I had 12 of those potions, so it's not like I'm going to be missing them anytime soon. They are given to you for a reason, you know? If you're not actually using them for the pure purpose of wanting cool stuff, then I don't know what you're trying to do here. And that was some very interesting moving I had going on there. I was actually quite happy with myself on how all that worked. So that was cool. Just, it shows you the ingenuity you can have when dealing with all of these people here. So we were checking to see if we dealt damage first with Azama, if he'd be low enough for Roy to come in and swoop the kill. And he wasn't, but doesn't mean that we couldn't kill him with George. Boy, George, we did it. My hope is that that dude doesn't go up, and he instead goes to the left, because that would make my life so much easier at this exact moment in the battle, because that means Azama would then be able to actually attack him, which is what I wanted, and he doesn't. So I was like, well, shoots. Don't do that then, because Roy is only dealing 2 damage. That's nothing. But the good thing is, Roy is actually able to move 2 spots, while he's only able to move 1, and we get to just fully run away from him, which makes my life easy. And then we learned that we don't actually have the ability to attack with Azama down to Arthur to make it any easier on ourselves. So we just bring Azama towards where we want him to go, and we bring Roy out of danger, because there's no point in having Roy attack and just lose it all. It was our choice to go away. We're just great at predicting the future. That's what a lot of this game is. It's just prediction. And once you learn how to game the AI, it makes it so much easier. But these Lance Knights with tons of defense are really hard to deal with sometimes. But we did bring him down to 1, and Roy was able to take down that extra bit of stuff. So that was good for us. And then Arthur lives on 1 HP. So we had our entire team live this fight, which just makes me smile. That big grin that pops up on your face. Oh, it's lovely. How it all just comes down together. 3 sisters fly. What do you mean 3 sisters fly? Do they fly high in the sky, like reading Rainbow? No, they're talking about Pegasus. Yep. We just throw Roy right into the fray, which, in hindsight, it wasn't the best idea I'd ever had. because reasons being they were spear people. Spear people hurt a lot. I didn't think about it, so I cried. But we do get to deal quite a bit of damage to the lance dude. There was no point for us not doing it, or the axe knight. Don't do it, Jake. The 1 HP isn't worth it. Oh my gosh. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? That just makes no sense. Because apparently Arthur is going to just soften the blow. Guess that's what I decided. I think what I really wanted was for Azama to heal, which is why I decided to attack with Roy. Maybe I didn't. Oh my gosh. I don't even remember what I did. How do I not remember? It might have been because I filmed this several days ago as I'm recording this. And I'm also recording this at 2:55 a.m. on the day this is released. I released these at noon, which means this is last minute, I guess, but it's not horrible. So it's a good chunk of time to wait after filming it, but that's okay. We are still getting this content out there on a regular basis, which is what matters, right? As long as we're all getting what we want. Can't always get what you want, but in my case, we are getting what we want, what we really, really want. I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want. Well, I just did, so yeah, that's all I can go on at that. But, Pela, why do you take down my dear Arthur? My wonderful, breathing Arthur. This damage is just redonkulous. You want to guess how much that our Effie will do to her? Just guess. Just guess real quick. If you guessed 27, you were correct. Get wrecked. Get wrecked, girl. We just had an intense end of fight. I want to call it an intense end of fight. But that's just me. It's just crazy how this all blows over in the end. Divine Dragon Princess. What do you mean a Divine Dragon Princess? Do you know who this is, everyone? You may have been spoiled by our thumbnail, but Tiki, you are the bad people that Veronica warned me about. Why can't you just go away? Besides, if you get any closer, I won't be able to hold back, and then I can't help it if I do awful things to all of you. Yeah, I can't help it either. I have some really bad placement here at the beginning of the map with Effie being at the very front of the party. I didn't really think about the placement here. I just was like, YOLO, let's do it. That wasn't the best idea to do, because Arthur's pretty much stuck in that little area. We can move him up one, but we decide not to. Because who needs logic? Your flawed is logicked, sir. Your flawed is logicked. Yeah, I didn't know if we were going to have him push forward or not next turn, and if it would even matter if she was down one, because we could still push him. Then he wouldn't have been able to attack, and so we decided not to. That's what I'm pretty sure happened right there. And Roy can't take down the thief, but assuming Azama can deal 1 damage to the thief, it will be gone! And he can't, and I didn't heal Roy instead. Do you see how much assuming is a bad thing, everyone? Assuming is horrible. So, yeah, just don't assume. And we almost forgot to move Arthur. That would have been the least good thing in the entire world. Like, the least good thing ever. I don't know how you can even think about it like that. But bye-bye, Roy. We didn't heal you, so good riddance. Das Vidania. Auf Wiedersehen. It's just gone. This Lance fighter thinks they can take on Effie. Please. Do you see all this armor I'm wearing? It's not just for show. I can tell you that much. It's not just for show. You'd think this would be a little harder. But I'm sure, after Chapter 5, maybe even a few more, it's just gonna be a ginormous set of damage. Just a ginormous set of damage. Effie is going to be able to stay there a while. So we're not even bothered with what's going to happen. Look, she leveled up. Congratulations, Effie. You are just swell. We're just so swell. Arthur only taking 4 damage, and then therefore, kind of like our ability, but it deals a little less. These dragon things are still so cute. Tiki is also super cute. So kawaii. That's the official term for Tiki. Kawaii. It's just, how you always need to do stuff. I don't know why we decided to go after Tiki, honestly, here. It makes almost no sense to me, unless we can get extra damage off on her. I think the intent was that the ninja wouldn't be able to deal as much damage, and we can still move Azama where we need him to. Holy. Yeah, that was weird. Yeah, this way Azama can't possibly get hit again by that Pegasus person. I was trying to say Pegasi and Pegasus at the same time. Pegasus. It's time for my Pegasus. Alright, time's up. Let's do this. If you know that quote, definitely leave a certain name in the description so that we can all laugh and play and learn and enjoy. I don't know. That's just where it goes. We have to make sure not to die here. Not that I think that ninja can take out our Effie, but just we need to do stuff. Because we assumed here, again. Second time, actually, this fight that we decided to let Azama attack the thief for nothing. It was lovely. But yeah, we'll be able to actually win here. Especially when the thief can't do anything. It's like we lean back like it's taking damage to us, but it's not. Which is great. I'm thinking part of the reason why that extra damage doesn't actually deal much at the end is because experience would be weird. If it was applied after it was done. But hey, we got the stage clear. Nice. Good going. You beat me. Thanks to you, I'm back to my old self. Even better, now I don't need to fight anymore. Aw. Well done, everyone. That's one more successful mission. Seems like the Emblem Empire wasn't after Marth all this time. If only we could choose the gateway to the world of mystery, then the Emblems wouldn't be able to be... You're probably asking yourself, why don't we just guard the gateways? The thing is, we do. Or at least we try. There are just too many gateways and too many Emblem soldiers. I wish that we Royals of Askar had the ability to close the way to these worlds. The royal powers to open and close the gateways are meant to work in tandem. I wonder if Askar could close gates. Would the power to open them be the same? Legend suggests that might be so, and if it is, then we'd be just as stuck in this predicament. That'd be even worse. Then we'd have to check all the gates and not just the ones we opened. Veronica's war will continue until one realm has both powers, or we learn to cooperate again. But for now, we are stuck, and chances are that all this was just another distraction. Who knows what Gateway Emblia has gone through while we've been here? We need to find out. Oh boy. Trying to find that stuff out, it's crazy. But maybe next episode we'll find another gate. But until then, everyone, thanks for watching, and peace!